Welcome to another episode of Exploring Alaska Waterways. Today we're going to take a trip by boat, by four-wheeler. We're going to hike and do some rock climbing to examine waterfalls along the Mitchell Creek flow. Today we're headed off the beaten path, across Wrangell Narrows to Kupreanof Island, for an unforgettable adventure chasing waterfalls deep in the Alaska wilderness.
We got all of our stuff out here.
Do some ATVing today. It's a nice day. From Tonka, we load up the ATVs and head out on an 8-mile trip on a forest road. The trail winds through dense spruce and hemlock, and the sounds of the island begin to surround us. Kupreanof, though, always has surprises, and in this case, a beautiful black-tailed deer right in the road. What you doing? Nothing. Okay. So the bikers that we ran into on the road pedaling back, presumably this is camping. And they said that there was a bear that showed a lot of interest in them back at the landing where we saw our four-wheelers. And we've seen lots of bear scat on the road, so it looks like they're pretty active. Hopefully we'll see one today. Along the road, we pause at 3 bridges to check out the creeks below. Then we launch the drone for a look at a string of beaver ponds. These are serene pools stacked one above the next, kind of in a terrace pattern. It's water held back by dams made out of sticks and mud. It's nature's own staircase, and it's much like the series of waterfalls we're about to explore. Eventually, we reach the end of the road and park the ATVs. On our drive-in, we noticed in the mud that there are fresh moose tracks. A reminder we're not alone out here. The trail down to the river is a bit sketchy. Rickety stairs, roots, and damp ground. But we're rewarded with the sound of rushing water, and the water is unusually clear today. Now it's time to explore. I follow the river upstream, climbing past each waterfall. At times it's not easy. There are a lot of loose rocks and very steep banks. But the reward is each new cascade is revealed just beyond the last. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh yeah. Take a moment here. The next shot might be me underwater. You never know. Way down there. Yeah, don't want to slip in there. I can swim. I don't want to swim. Hey, it is not too bad. There, find some reliable foothold is not easy. This is all right. It should be good now. Cramp in my leg. Whew, that's not good. Oh, maybe this will work. All right, let's fly the drone. At the last visible waterfall, I launch the drone to see what lies beyond. The camera follows the river as it winds through a tranquil stretch of forest, and then, just when it feels like the river has calmed, there's another waterfall. It's hidden and untouched. Mitchell Creek is located southwest of the town of Petersburg. It's on Kupreanof Island. And as we've shown, it's accessed by a mainland Tonka road system. As we travel from the upper falls back down the river, we go over a series of waterfalls, and we end up down at a fish pass. This structure provides passage over a 15-foot waterfall. And immediately upstream of the fish pass structure, a 13-foot high waterfall was modified by blasting a series of pools to provide adult salmon. Fish Pass that sits 3 miles upstream from the mouth of Mitchell Creek, which empties into Duncan Canal, which is saltwater. And waterfall modifications were constructed to allow access to salmon spawning and rearing habitat. So this is a great salmon production area. Kupreanof's layers are endless, each one more breathtaking than the last. Whether it's a series of beaver ponds or cascading waterfalls, Southeast Alaska always finds a way to stack wonder on top of wonder. Thanks for joining us on this journey. And until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.